Hello friends, it is Wednesday today. I know we're like halfway through the week, but the beginning of this week was spent doing lots and lots of work for main channel because I have a pretty busy next couple of days, and so I wanted to like get the work done out of the way before I get to have the fun of later in the week. So we're gonna start this video today, and it is an absolutely bright, delicious day outside. Yesterday, it literally snowed in London, which is crazy. But today it is beautiful and sunny, and I'm pretty sure like very, very crisp and genuinely really cold. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 degrees outside right now. So I'm very much so bundled up, but at least it's sunny. You can see I've got some rainbows going on here. And I love it because it just makes me so happy. Have we got a Cleo? Come here, baby. Oh, hello. Hello, sweetie. How are you doing? Are you going to enjoy the sunshine too? Are you waiting for lunch? It's just about her lunchtime, so she's probably gonna be ever so annoying right now. So some things that I got up to earlier in the week aside from work, mostly fitness related. So excuse me, I went swimming for the first time in over a month on Sunday, which was so much fun. I forgot how much I missed swimming. I just really love it. I think I like that it's just like quiet. It's really good. So I enjoyed my swim, but the reason that I haven't been swimming for so long is because mid-October I actually got myself a new tattoo, and quite a big one at that, and now we are finally healed a month on. We're healed enough to go into bodies of water again without risking it going bad. I'll insert some clips of my tattoo because I don't feel like taking my trousers off right now because it's too cold, but it is a thigh piece, and oh my goodness, I am obsessed with it so much. I have wanted like a snake and dagger tattoo for quite a long time. It doesn't necessarily have a meaning, but I feel like it just kind of relates to the sort of fantasy badassness that like female, I don't know why it feels female. Like, it feels female, feminine, but also like cool, badass swords. It fits in with the whole fantasy thing that I have been really enjoying reading lately, and I've wanted this one for a while, and so finally got it for myself. It is a 30th birthday present to myself. I'm not yet 30, but that's what it is. Went climbing again with my friend, and it was great because I actually ended up getting one of the climbs that I didn't get the last time I went. The one that I did near the end of the session, it was a V2, if that matters to anyone here, but I didn't get it my last session, but this time I was able to do it, which I felt so proud of myself for. I know it's like I'm just only getting back into climbing, but being able to get something that you didn't get last time just feels so freaking good. So that is great. And yesterday was a rest day, thank goodness, because it was snowing. And then today I'm supposed to do a cycle, but I think I might wait until this evening. I really don't want to do it at all. I've kind of been procrastinating my cycles the most. I think I will do it indoors though, because that's just slightly nicer, and then I can read my book. I feel like I've just got so many things to update y'all on. I'm currently reading Sky Shade right now, which is the third book in the Lightlark saga. I read Lightlark and Nightbane earlier this year, and 5 stars for both of them. They were both absolutely fantastic, and I'm currently reading Sky Shade, and I'm like just over 60% of the way in, so like a good chunk of the way through. And so far it's not quite hitting the same, but I do remember not necessarily not enjoying the beginnings of the other books, but like they were kind of just like, oh, nothing special, and then like the ends of each of the other books were just like plot twist. And so I think I'm hoping that this one is similar, and then we get some like crazy stuff going on in sort of the next section, I guess, of the book. The other thing that I wanted to start this video off doing is starting my oyster mushroom grow kit. I am so freaking excited to do this. Let me reset up in a new angle, though I'm gonna have to displace Miss Cleo because she is sitting on my lap purring like a babe. Can you hear that? Just like absolute full-on motoring here. And she's probably not going to be very pleased if I displace her, but I don't really have a choice. Okay. Down please, my love. Down please. Thank you. Just moved to the floor because I thought it'd be slightly easier here. But I got this oyster mushroom grow kit in my latest Grow Tropicals haul, and I've been wanting to grow mushrooms for ages. And like, I mean, I absolutely love mushrooms in food. Like, oh, they're just so good. I think it's just like remnants from my time as a vegetarian, when that's like kind of the meatiest thing I could have that wasn't like fake meat or meat. I absolutely love mushrooms, and I've always wanted to try to grow them myself. And so I have a kit here, and I figured we could start it together. So we've got to put the kit in natural light, out of direct sunlight, facing up, cut a hole around this cardboard here. I mean, this isn't the intended use for scissors, but whoa. So I've cut out this hole, and then I'm supposed to cut an X in the plastic the same size as the hole. Okay, and probably not a scissors job, probably an X-Acto knife job. So I'm just gonna cut an X like that. Just like that there. And then, am I supposed to like peel this out a little bit? Or do I just let it go? I feel like I need to, it says I need to water it every day, so I should probably open the plastic a little bit. I should probably watch like a YouTube video on this. But I have my spray bottle, so I'm just gonna spray it. Okay, nice and moist. Very wet in there now. And then it will take between 7 and 10 days to fruit mushrooms, and then they're ready to pick. I'm so excited. Probably won't be like ready to pick in this video, but in the next one probably. You'll definitely be able to see something if I'm doing this vlog for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days? You'll be able to see something, I'm sure, in that time. I'll keep y'all updated. Maybe I'll do a little video of it every day, just to like check on it, and we can see how it goes. But I think because it needs natural light out of direct sun, I feel like my kitchen would be the best spot, or on the sideboard. Let me think about this, and we can put it somewhere nice. So I feel like on top of my cabinet might be quite a good place for it. You can see the sun doesn't actually get to the top of it ever, and it's still like somewhat bright, and I don't have a grow light up here because that's the other thing. I don't want to like put it underneath the grow light. So let's shift that, and then we can go up here. Because then I can keep an eye on it as well up here. Gosh, can you even see that? I could keep an eye on it, and I'll keep my spray bottle up by it as well. So I have that, and hopefully it'll grow well. Yay, I'm so excited to see how it goes. Hello, baby. Cheers, cheers. morning, friends. I am just packing up my gym bag at the minute because I didn't do my cycling yesterday, and technically I'm supposed to do strength training today, but I don't particularly fancy doing strength training, so I'm gonna do the cycling that I didn't do yesterday because also I get to read while I do that, and I freaking love reading while I'm on the bike. Okay, so this can go in here. I am 70% done with Sky Shade right now, which is awesome. I'm getting to like the bit where where lots of like plot twists and things happen, but I've got my towel and I've made some electrolyte water because I haven't been drinking enough water lately, so I'm probably dehydrated. And if I do this tightly, hopefully it won't spill. Also, it is freaking freezing outside, so I'm gonna wear my big puffy coat in there, but then I think I'm just gonna be cold. I'm going to be cold. It's fine. It's fine. But it'll be worth it. I'll feel much better about myself having gone. I'm literally crying because it was so cold. Fully bundled up right now. I am full on in my beanie, double turtlenecks, like a thin one and a jumper. My like big long woolen coat, I don't even know if I could show you. It is like down to my calves long. Got my docks on for warmth. I'm just not cut out for weather like this, but I feel great. And I've got my giant bag here, which I'm bringing because I'm going to be social. Again, look at me being extra social all the time. So I am going up to my friend Lottie's house, and Claire and Ross are going up there as well, and we're gonna have like a fun, chill games night kind of thing. That's the vibe I got from it. But I'm bringing these things because Lottie has asked for grow lights, because I have some spare, as well as she is getting, oh, I pinched that, didn't mean to pinch that, my philodendron micans, because I know she really loves that plant. And then I'm bringing a massive Super King duvet because I'm allergic to duck down, which sucks, or goose down, because I really freaking love the softness of down, but it makes me sniffly and gross, and so can't really, like, I've slept in this duvet, it's not in warranty, like it there's nothing I can do about it except for give it to somebody else, and so I'm giving it to Claire and Ross. But I'm just gonna go get on the train now with my giant bag of duvet, and if I get cold I can just wrap it around myself for more warmth. And I am bringing as well my Kindle so I can read on the train if I want, or I can listen to my audiobook because I've got my headphones as well. And I'm ready to go. I also finished editing my video this afternoon after I got back from, what should we call it, the gym. Those are the words. Also, my hair's getting really long. Should I grow it out? I'm kind of tempted to. It's also so incredibly straight. Do you see how straight that is? It doesn't, like, it doesn't even do anything. It might like flip a little bit, but it's just, it's mostly just straight. Okay, I'm gonna stop dilly-dallying and get on this train, and hopefully keep this plant warm enough. I do feel a little bit bad that it's so cold, but it'll be fine. It's a quick journey. I'm not really gonna be outside, really. So, okay, let's go. I have just run from Lottie's house to the train station. I made it within like less than a minute until the doors closed. Running in the cold, man, I can't do it. My asthma just doesn't allow it. But holy cow, if I didn't make it, it would have been an extra half an hour. I'm so glad I did. But now I'm just like blipping. Oh, I am a little bit exhausted this morning because I got home at like midnight last night. I had intentions of leaving Lottie's house with like plenty of time to get to the station, but like, you know, goodbyes just take longer than you think they will. And so it got to like cutting it very close and I was like, I think I need to run to the train station. And so I ran to the train station in my like chunky docks, which I mean, it's fine. It wasn't the most comfortable thing in the world. And it was also freaking freezing outside. And yeah, so I ran to the station, which I mean, great. My training is coming in handy. It's functional. But oh my goodness, it was really difficult. And the train was pulling into the station as I got there. And it was one of the ones where I had to like get to the station, go through the barrier and then up and over and then in less than 15 seconds after I got onto the train. The doors were like, beep, 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 goodbye. And I was just there like panting because, I mean, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I have asthma and not bad. Like I don't tend to just like get a random asthma attack. I'm very lucky in that. It's mostly exercise induced, but the cold air really, really, really does it for me. And to be honest, I mean, I didn't think I was going to be running in the cold. So like if I'm walking in the cold, it's fine. But because I was running and like breathing quite heavily in like lots of cold air, it like really constricted my throat, which was kind of not fun. I mean, I was fine, able to breathe, but like I get very coughy afterwards, and so people probably thought that I was ill on the train, which kind of sucks. And this morning I'm definitely still feeling it in my throat a little bit. I feel like a little bit scratchy and still a bit like it's not quite as easy. I got home and I had my inhaler and stuff, so it was fine, but yeah, late night. But also on the train, in the middle of me hacking up a lung, I finished, well, nearly finished it on the bus on the way home. I finished Sky Shade. And I don't know if it's because I was reading it in a public transporty place and like it's ever so slightly more difficult for me to concentrate there, but I mean it was fine. I read it fine, but I don't think the plot twists had as much punch to them as previous books. Like I still enjoy reading it and I want to continue knowing what happens in the series, but like compared to Lightlark and Nightbane, I wasn't feeling it. And that makes me really sad. I highly recommend anyone read Lightlark and Nightbane, 100%. And if you're 2 books into a series, you may as well continue reading. So it's not like I'm gonna stop. But I think this was originally supposed to be a trilogy and that the story would end with this book, Sky Shade. But seeing as they've been so popular, it's kind of been extended. And apparently the author already knows how it's gonna end. But we don't know how many books the series is going to have. And so I think there might be talks or something. I've done like minimal research on this, but I think there's talks about books 4, 5, maybe even 6. Which it's like, yay, I get to keep reading about these like characters that I really like. But also, like at what point are you just stretching things out and like writing for the sake of like not for your characters anymore, not for the plot, just for so yeah. So I did give it 4 stars, but I kind of even wanted to give it 3. I think probably would give it 3.5. I'm going to round that up to full. No, I did give it 3 stars. What am I talking about? I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads. And then I looked at the reviews and compared to Nightbane and Light Lark, the reviews are definitely much lower for this one, so I'm glad I'm in like public agreement. Not that I care about that, but yeah, I mean, it is just a brand new book, so I really hope I haven't dissuaded anyone from reading it, because I don't, like, I think the series as a whole is still 1000% worth reading. This just isn't my favorite in the books she's written so far, so yeah. Oh, but this morning I've just had like a very, very, very chill self-care morning, very relaxed. I did my skincare, just chill, and watched some YouTube and just like caught up on relaxing things a little bit. I think I just needed it after getting back so late last night, and this afternoon I'm planning on filming. And I was gonna go on a run today, but because of the whole breathing thing, and it's still quite cold out, not as cold as yesterday and the day before, but I'm gonna give my body time to heal and rest, which I think is important. So it's all good. We can have a bit of a chill one today. The video I'm filming isn't that intensive. Well, it's a lot of work, but like I don't have to like talk loads, which is probably good for me. But yeah, that's where I am. That's my current update. And oh my god, on Saturday, I'm so excited. I'm going to a Crystal and Gemstone expo with my friend Lottie, and I'm gonna need to set myself like a proper budget for that. Like a strict budget of I'm only allowed to buy this much worth of stuff, because I freaking love pretty rocks. I love pretty rocks, and I mean, I also like believe in crystals, which is totally fair. But we're also doing like a Gemstone 101 class, which is quite cool. So yeah, it's gonna be a very, very good time. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, just very social at the minute. I'm very proud of myself for being so incredibly social. It's tiring. At least I have Sunday to like, oh no, I've got to be social on Sunday too. Joe's parents are in town. Oh, I know, it's gonna be fine. It's fine, it's fine. It's worth it. It's all good. It's just like a very social time of year. I feel like the sort of, once it gets colder and holiday season, it's like I'm trying to perk myself up with doing things with friends and family and stuff. So yes, that's where we are this morning. I feel like I really need to make myself another cup of tea to soothe the throat. Oh, but yeah. Are you ready to rock, Lottie?
Rock and roll all day long. Woo!
Come dance in my glow. Fireflies in the yard, everything's a work of art. Already got everything we need to dance in the glow. It's always in my head, can never get enough. That's how I'm feeling left. Me and my friends dance until we drop, and the good times don't stop. The good times don't stop. The good times don't stop.
Hello, happy Sunday, friends. I got back and it was dark yesterday from the Crystal and Gem Expo, so I didn't want to share my lovely little things. I did, but I got some things. It was hard not to, because I mean, all of the rocks were simply beautiful. So let me show you what I got. I mean, you'll probably saw this in the montage, but the first thing that Lottie and I did when we got in was we cracked a geode together, And this was the geode. So I have half and she has half. And it is just the absolute most beautiful thing on the inside. Like, oh, it is so cool. This little piece broke off from the inside as well. So I have a bit of a piece and a half in there. Very exciting. Absolutely love this. It's just so freaking cool. I find geodes so fascinating. And then we did a class thing right after that as well, where we learned about amethyst, rose quartz, and satin spar, and how these 3 different types of rocks like form differently in geology. It was really, really interesting, and seeing how they form differently and what attributes make them the way they are was super duper interesting. I really, really enjoyed it. I feel like I'm just such a nerd for this kind of stuff. I love sciences, I guess. I don't think, like, yeah, I think I've always really liked science. Like plants and rocks. I loved chemistry as well. Like, I'm just a little dork. But we did that and that was a really good time. But I can show you the rest of what I got. One thing I was looking for was a labradorite that had some like pink and purple reflex in it, because I already have a big chunk of labradorite that's more like blue and yellow, which is the more like common color combo. And so I found this one. Let me see if I can get it to flash there. It flashes that. It's like sort of pinky orange, and then this side is a huge pink, like pink purple flash. Look at that. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed with things that flash. I just think they look, it gives them something extra special. Like, it's not just a rock. But yeah, oh, it is so beautiful. And basically, I wasn't like looking for anything in particular. I kind of just like let the stones call me a little bit. I know that sounds a little hippie woo-woo, but I am also a little hippie woo-woo aside from liking science. But a beautiful piece of labradorite. This one, I think it's called a prehnite or something like that, but it is this beautiful little green stone, kind of a jadey in color, and mine has little tourmaline imperfections in there, which I think add a good chunk of character. It is just an absolutely beautiful rock, and they do look slightly different in daylight as well. I mean, it's obviously a little bit dark here. It's winter in the UK, it's just gonna be dark. So got this beautiful green one. One thing I was kind of looking for was a few more pieces that kind of act as like shelf pieces, because I do have a bowl with all of these like sort of tumbled, or they're not even all tumbled, some are just straight stones, but like sort of smaller stones, and I wanted some that were kind of, honestly, bigger pieces, because those tend to be quite expensive, but like pieces that I could sit out on a shelf and would like exist. And I saw this one and I thought it was perfect. It is a little skull, and it is it's got this like beautiful flash on the back, as well as I think there's a flash on the forehead if I can get it to catch the light correctly. This, I'm pretty sure it's either called black labradorite or, oh, I have it written down, or lavakite. So I think it's a fairly similar mineral to labradorite, but honestly, when I picked this one up, I didn't see that it was reflecty at all. I just liked this little skull guy, and later when I brought it home I saw the sort of flashes in there, and it kind of made it even more special. Look at that, so freaking cool. So very excited about that. Kind of in a similar vein, I really wanted a tower. This is called a tower. It is something that stands up like this, and this one is a moonstone tower with some impurities in it, and it does also have some reflect. I might have to put in some B-roll to find it. This one, it is moonstone, so it does have that, but I didn't get it for the reflect, if that makes sense. I just think it's a beautiful tower, and I kind of like this imperfection side as well. I think it just is really, really lovely. And then the last thing I have, which is, I mean, in my opinion, really freaking cool. It is a piece of amber from around 10 million years ago. which is so cool. They basically had this big tray of little tumbled amber pieces, and all of them had like little different bits in them. Some had bugs, some had just like debris, some didn't have anything, and just loads and loads of little amber pieces, and you could go up with a little loop and look at each different one and see what was inside. And I was really good at finding ones with cool stuff. I found one with a spider and a tick in it, which apparently ticks are rare to find in them, so that one was a bit expensive and I wasn't able to get it. And then another one I found that I also really wanted but was more on the expensive side was one with like a little centipede in it, like very little, like still tiny things, but again out of budget. This one is the one I got, and I know it is tiny, but I will put in closer up footage of it. It's like the size of a pill or a little tablet, then like a little vitamin. But that spot down there is actually a little bug. To me it looks like a mosquito. It could very well be like a mayfly, but to me it looks like a mosquito. And then also there's a tiny little bug right in there too. And so I've got some 10 million year old amber that was around at the same time as the dinosaurs, which is mind-blowing. So freaking cool, and like just so surreal that these things still exist today. I'm sure these rocks are quite old as well, but like it's a lot harder to date those. But oh, I'm obsessed. So that is my little haul of crystal bits that I got from the Gem and Mineral Show. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so much fun, and seeing Lottie and Neha is always a good time. So yeah, that I think is where I'm going to end this. I am absolutely pooped from the last few days, just riding on so many trains, going up and down to Essex and Sandown racecourse and stuff. It's just been busy and social heavy, so I'm very much looking forward to a very relaxed, chill day at home today. I really need it. So not much going on here, and I'm just gonna relax, and I figure it's the perfect place to end this video. I really hope you enjoyed coming with me to all of the fun things I got up to this week. I had fun taking you with me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and leave a comment on other things that you want me to talk about, everything you want me to do down the line. And yeah, subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next one, which I think should be a really cool one. Side note, I'm going to get my colors done, which I've always really wanted, and I think it's such a cool thing. And so very interested to see how that goes. And I'm hopefully gonna be able to take y'all along with me. So yeah, I will see you in that one. Bye!